What you see right here is Cotton Bowl Speedway. It's nice and quiet right now because we have completed our 2025 race season. However, it's not going to be quiet for very long. That's because it's time for Oktoberfest 2025 at Cotton Bowl Speedway, Friday and Saturday night, October 10th and 11th. On Friday are 5 local classes, and they'll be joined by the South Texas Dirt Trucks. On Saturday, again, our 5 local classes of cars. Special guest appearance, the Dwarf Car Racing Series of Texas, and the South Texas IMCA Modifieds. Be sure to check out the Cotton Bowl Speedway Facebook page or racecbs.com for all the event information. We'll see you Friday and Saturday night, October 10th and 11th. It's Oktoberfest 2025. Green flag, green light, let's go racing!
Welcome in, sim racing fans from around the world. My name is Sean Stam. This is Stam Studio Network. I got the one, the only Justin Y'all with me for the full throttle performance Charlotte Roval, 45 laps of some nice left. Ooh, look out, we're turning right here tonight as well. Justin, how are you doing on this wonderful, wonderful race evening?
I'm doing good, Sean. Glad to be here for another night of Roval action. A little left-hander, a little right-hander, a little razzle, a little dazzle, a little zig, a little zag, a little everything in between. So glad to be here. Night number 2, and ought to make for a good race.
Man, I can't wait for it here, and you know what else? It's a race within the race here as we get to the playoff standing points. It's McCarthy who shot like a rocket up to the front out of that Nitro Racing Chevrolet Camaro. But look who's knocking on that rear bumper is Caitlin Haight, David Smeal Jr., Joshua Sushi, Jeremy Zarfos, Joshua Gaiman rounding out the top 6 in the point standings. Lucas Nilgis, Jimmy Barr, Kevin Click, Ken Baum Jr., then Nick Cannon, Stefan Oberstadt, Andrew May, Ryan Sword, Zuber, Gibney Jr., and Fitz running out the top 17. Welcome in, racing fans. This is going to be a fun race to watch here tonight as we'll cut to virtual trackside action. We'll take a look at our weather analysis as well as our race analysis, working with that 45-lap race. It's not a one-lap race, still qualifying here, but there you see on the right side of your screen, Justin, it's a pretty good day for racing, but temperature, it's going to be pretty hot there on the track surface. I wonder if tire wear is going to be a factor here tonight.
Yeah, we seen it last night. It really didn't come into effect, but we're almost doubling our laps tonight, going 45 around this circuit of Charlotte Roval. So ought to be interesting. I think we'll at least have 1, maybe 2 stops, depending on how well you take care of those tires tonight. But man, great racing. 7-mile-an-hour wind ain't going to affect it too much. Little cloud cover here and there, and ought to make for a fun race.
Well, let us know down there live in the old YouTube land who your guys and gals pick there is to win this one as we continue to crest our way down and through pretty much the rest of the season as we take... It's the bump and run schedule I was about to look at there, but the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing League also, they follow the same the schedule that NASCAR does. So, of course, we're headed to Vegas next week, and then we'll head to... Ooh, Justin, I think you know what we're headed to after Vegas, the old High Banks. Then I think it's
inject it into my veins.
I think after that, then we go back to some short track racing there. No track map here because this is one of the newer map tracks here released on the iRacing schedule, or at least it's the newer revamped version. 17 turns with that newer redesigned infield, as well as the turns 16 and 17, the last 2 that you can. Well, it was in that last camera shot, but the last 2 turns on the track, that last hairpin, completely kind of redesigned here out of Concord, North Carolina. There you see the track temp. It's 92-degree track temp. Like you mentioned, Justin, though, almost doubling up the laps here tonight. 100% fuel. It's going to be interesting to see what the strategy is, as well as see if we have any strategy that kind of mimics last night as well.
Yeah, it'd be fun to watch, you know, everybody. And you got some new people here tonight. Seen a lot of it. And Charles, I mean, just got out front last night, and he was gone. So it'd be interesting to see how kind of everybody drives different in this league versus last night's league. So, definitely going to provide some great racing action, that's for sure.
Let's take a lap here around the Charlotte Roval and get our fans ready for a 45-lap race here. Once again, if you're just now joining us, first of all, thank you from the bottom of our hearts here on Stam Studio Network. My name's Sean Stam, Justin Yaw up here in the booth with us. But as we start to take a look around this 17-turn Charlotte Roval, here we're going to make our way to the newer redesigned track here. It's not only completely a blind corner there, but we're already what a save. And we're gonna keep talking about how bumpy this infield is section in as well. Here we're gonna start to work our way back to the NASCAR oval. Justin, I think your probably favorite portion of the track.
Yeah, and then you come up to that little chicane, and that we were talking about it last night. That little chicane can provide a lot of treachery for you, that's for sure. All it takes is one good little da-doop, and you're either still rolling or you're on your lid.
See how Ryan, we're on board with the 25 here of, there it is, bottom right of your screen. Ryan Broderick, I believe we're saying that one right. Little Jimmy Johnson inspired paint scheme. Jimmy Johnson had some experience here in this final chicane before, what was it, 2 configurations ago. Ooh, that 84, he's gonna bounce it off the turtle curbs there. That's not where you're going to want to spin, is that's right when you're coming to start a lap. You're going to have to pretty much throw away this whole first one, have to regroup and rearm, but not enough time to do so because qualifying ends here in just 10 seconds.
Dr. Turtles. Save the turtles!
Yeah, what did we find out last night, Justin? Those turtles, I don't think they taste, what do we say? They don't, they don't taste too good, I guess. Alrighty, we'll take a look at our starting grid here tonight, brought to you by Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Ladies out there that you're joining us here live and in the race replay of this this broadcast here, the Charlotte Roval. It's now more than ever the month to go get scanned there, make sure everything is A-okay there as we take a look at our race grid here tonight. Who slaps it on the pole? If you remember last week in driver interviews, everybody, Caitlin Haight, she said she's going to be one to reckon with this week here at the Charlotte Roval. She's going to slap it on the pole with one of the fastest laps I've seen here in quite a while from a next gen here at the road course at Charlotte, a 121.638. Ooh, boy, everybody keep your eye on Caitlin, that number 11. But right there beside her, it's Joshua Gaiman, 0.8 of a second down is that driver, the 33. Then Kevin Click, David Smeal Jr., Ken Baum Jr., and Jimmy Barr rounding at the top 6.
Let's stay with Jeremy Zarpo, 7th, Tyler McCarthy, 8th, Matthew Fitz, 9th, Joshua Soucy in 10th, Ryan Broderick going to be 11th, and Chad Engel going to round out our top 12.
I believe we're going to have Andrew May there in 13th, and that driver of that Ford Mustang 22, and that's going to round out our grid here tonight. Continuing to crest our way down and through it the rest of the season, a little bit closer to Phoenix. And then we're going to, what is it, next season that we're finally going to head to Homestead back as the championship. Speaking of next season, huge NASCAR breaking news today, Justin. Did you see, did you hear? We're going to 750.
We're getting horsepower.
Hey, a small step in the right direction, everybody.
Finally getting us some horsepower.
It is about time, and you know what else is about time is we're going to get these engines fired. They're ready to go. These drivers are ready to go. As Caitlin Haight, Joshua Gaiman, we're going to have a whole pace lap to try and to warm up these tires, try and build up at least some temps, some pressures in them early. You're going to want to drag the brakes, weave left, jeeve right as hard as you can, because Justin, I think we saw just last night the Bump and Run Cup Series on the race start, as well as I think every single official race here last week. It's this lap 1 on this opening set of tires. It's pretty treacherous. The bumps in the track as well as those turtles. You look at them wrong and you're going right back and down and around.
Yeah, you can't yell at them because they will mess you up in a heartbeat. They're not very kind. Well, there went that. Oh, my mouse. Hang on. So yeah, them things aren't nice. You hit them things wrong, you stare at the wall. This place is like haunted. All right, it's kind of like a maze. You know, you turn the wrong way and you're going to end up in a wall or something, or lost.
Man, it's a great month to be some haunted action here. And we got everybody down there live in YouTube land. We got Ted joining us saying hello, everybody. Hello, Ted, and hopefully you are ready for some both some left and some right action. This isn't the only broadcast where we're turning left and right here tonight. A little bit after this, we got the Apex Motor Club Sim Racing League at Circuit D Lebanon up there in France. Also, big breaking news. I am headed up there to the real life Apex Motor Club both next weekend and the one after that. Going to put on some race highlights for them. Going to bring you some live, some really cool action there on Stam Studio Network. Stick and tune for that. Ooh, boy, I could finally break that one as it's now it's official now.
Officially official.
I was about to say it, but no, sirree, Bobcat Tail. We're official for that, and I can't wait for it. You know what else I can't wait for is we're going to start to see on this race restart. Really, we haven't seen some jiving, really trying to work too much temps into these tires, Justin. This race restart, it might be pretty treacherous as you see Joshua Gaiman, as well as pretty much that whole outside line opting to skip the bus stop. Legal now, but you're going to have to serve that time penalty during the race.
You got to serve that, and well, they'll shut you down real quick. Now make sure you're going to serve that penalty. And again, is it worth it? Is it not? That's the debate we hear all the time. So I'll debate for some good racing.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now's the time for it. Our pole position sitter, Caitlin Haight, that number 11 Chevrolet Camaro. She finished P2 there at Watkins Glen, our last road course race here in the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing League. We got a field of 13 drivers tonight, but Kyler McCarthy starting down there into pit lane, our points leader. We're going to have to regroup and rearm there. It's going to be the driver of the number 11, Caitlin Haight, who leads in there to turn number 1.
They head off into turn number 1. Let's make sure everybody gets through here. Really does not pull a Kyle Busch. So far, so good. Everybody can get single filed as we work our way down through here. A couple stragglers back here in the back. There's Fitz. Fitz trying not to have a repeat of last night. Here goes Caitlin. She's already opened up about a 3-car length lead as they head back off through this corner. Oh, there goes Susie back there. Save it, Susie.
Susie was our race winner at Watkins Glen. What a save for the 81. That's early on. We were saying it was going to happen. Here's some side-by-side in the corner. You don't want to be side-by-side. It's the new 6 and 7. It's Fitz. That's Broderick there on the 84. Front lock up there. Fitz looking for the crossover as we make our way back and onto NASCAR Oval.
Yeah, so here we go back onto the oval. We'll come our way around through turns 1 and 2 here. Work our way towards the S's here. You'll lock them up, go down through the gears. You'll see the header flames pop out. Get on board with Click, Smill, Kenbaum Jr. back there. All of them working their way around through here. They are not shaking up here. You'll really have to take it easy coming off 4. You'll kind of come down through here. So lower up. Get around through the corner here, and you'll come by. Take the start-finish line. That'll put you 1 lap down.
17 laps here from, I believe it's 2.5 around mile oval, as we're going to have a driver down there into the pits. I believe that's Andrew May entering pit lane, and the driver of the 22 Ford Mustang. It's still Caitlin Haight out up front, David Smeal Jr., Ken Baum Jr. The 1 through 5 continuing to sit where they started this race.
So nobody making...
hang on to her.
Uh-oh. Easy now, Smill. Easy.
Hey, he's just helping out the ground crew. I think that's all.
Helping or screwing them?
I guess.
Yeah. He might be getting a invoice in the mail on Monday for sod.
See what, I believe we have the virtual onboard camera shots here for David Smeal. This is, he enters the corner 4th gear, doesn't opt to downshift it, doesn't quite get the rotation he wants. They're turning right. And then he's going to lose, what is that, 1, count him 2, count him 3, count him 4 count him positions, dropping all the way back to 8th after starting in 4th place. We mentioned this quite a bit here yesterday and last night, Justin. It's you can put down the fastest lap times you want, but here at the Charlotte Roval, it's really going to be about consistency, especially, I mean, we're almost doubling up the lap count here tonight as well. Oh, Zarfos goes around.
Oh, Jeremy, Zarfos going to get spun there. And, yeah, like Sean was talking about, it's all about consistency here. I mean, you can lay down an absolute heater But it doesn't matter if you don't know, if you're not making consistent laps each and every time. I mean, I know it's kind of preaching to the choir, but also, I mean, at this point, you've got to make sure you hit your marks, don't mess it up too much, and just get this thing around through here. And especially, that's going to be interesting when it comes time to pit, seeing how everybody kind of gets off and on pit road here.
Especially, yeah, we're going to have only... Oh, I wanted to save this conversation for a little bit later, but of course, oh man, look at the 29 of Zarfos there, the suspension going to work, almost bouncing off the frame rails of the 29. He's going to try to get a better run off of the newer redesigned hairpin here onto Jimmy Barr's rear bumper and Zarfos Photography Machine. Kind of some friendly competition here between these two drivers, but only local cautions. We're going to have no full course cautions, just if there's a spin in front of you, you'll definitely get a yellow for it, but no, there's going to be no pacing. It's just racing tonight, and you might be looking at the front nose of the 81 as Zarfos tries to carry that throttle and will force it down there at the bus stop. Now they will make it happen.
Somebody down there going to call. Somebody's going to be not too happy with that one.
You're so
not too
Susie.
happy.
Oh, hang on to her, Susie. Oh, God. Right in front of the cardboard cutouts.
Moment of silence for the cardboard cutouts. That tragically lost. I'm just kidding.
I think Jeremy there was trying to get a sniff there, so we'll hop on board with the 29 this time by. Look at this, and just kind of nowhere to go here at a 16 and 17. Gets it down to second. Get the front nose pointed.
That's just a good old, hey, how you doing? Don't run from the Lord.
All right, back up here to some live racing action. It's Haight starting to pull out a 6-second gap. She was kind of flirting that earlier on in the week. Let us know in the live interviews from last week that it was about to happen. Well, making it happen tonight, it's Gaiman who continues to run second, Kevin Flake, and then Ken Baum Jr. gaining 1 spot since the drop of the green.
So we're working our way around through here, making everything they can. We just try to, I mean, this points race is going to come down to some very close racing. We'll slowly start working our way. I mean, one bad points night here tonight, and it can kind of set you back the next 2 races. And then you're looking at it, I've got to get a win to get back in contention. And sometimes racing with that mentality is good. Sometimes it can really mess you up. So a good finisher tonight is going to be key in trying to put yourself in the championship form.
Man, how about Kyler McCarthy tonight? Really wasn't having the run he was looking for in the Bump and Run Cup Series last night, but that's because we got Pirate McCarthy racing with us tonight. Racing with one eye, I think he's dealing with an eyeball infection. Justin, I don't know how Kyler's dealing with that, trying to rip it around a road course especially. Ooh, gets a little loose. Here comes Jeremy Zarfos.
I don't know if you ever try to close your eyes and try to drive with one eye, but you can't really see a whole lot. I don't know if y'all have ever tried that at home, but I mean, I don't recommend it if you're going down the road. I just don't. I mean, it's a little different on iRacing maybe, but I don't recommend it.
Yeah, I guess you already don't kind of have the depth perception unless you're running in VR, but man, yeah, I'm going to try it right here. Yeah, that makes it a little bit harder to hit those apexes, especially the slower speed corners, I think. But McCarthy keeping it moving, grooving. 0.5 of a second behind Jimmy Barr. Matthew Fitz also keeping moving, grooving. It's 0.5 of a second there in front of that 84 of Ryan Bronson. Ryan, hopefully we're saying that last name right. We're turning left and right here tonight, Justin. How about Matthew Fitz? He's gained 3 spots since the drop of the green. Finally, I mean, he's got all the bad luck out the window at this point on. Don't want to speak too early, but the 69 finally with a clean start here. He's going to have some really nice pace here, especially since the drop of the green.
He has some good pace here tonight. And unfortunately, folks at home, I don't think we got the driver cam. Do we have? We were talking about this in pre-race, but I don't think we got.
Where they at? Come on now.
Yeah, where everybody at?
Well, I know Zuver's not here, but he would definitely he'd bring out the old the SSN ML cam there. Yeah, I was kind of looking forward to, in not a weird way there, pause, but that McCarthy foot cam there to see, I mean, the footwork that it takes around to get to the Roval. Back to McCarthy. He's got his popcorn bucket out tonight as they're side by side for Zarfos and Barr in front of him. Justin, where do you go? What do you do? Or do you just try to, like we saw last night, possibly?
Survive.
Ooh.
Survive.
I like the survive word better. I was going to say save some fuel and tire, but I think you're right. That's probably a better way to describe it there.
We're working our way. Kyler's still trying to make it, doing everything he can. And the grit that it takes to run this thing, and like I said, 2 eyes is hard enough, especially for me. But 1 eye, I couldn't even imagine.
He's keeping to make it work. So is Jimmy Barr. That's Jeremy Zarfos photography machine. Got the man himself up there, Jeremy Zarfos, running in 8th position. Real quick, appreciate once again each and every single one of you joining us here tonight, as well as the sponsors and affiliates up there in the top right of the screen that continue to make these broadcasts possible for the Full Throttle Performance Sim Racing League. Of course, Race to Stop Suicide. It's Breast Cancer Awareness Month now. Make sure, ladies, get yourself checked out. Now's the month to do so there. We've got the Turn 2 Terribles podcast drivers. They're continuing to put some real good pace down. You see the 84, Ryan, he goes for a little bit of a spin, locks it down, keeps it going, moving, grooving. Let's see, how many spots? Okay, I think I only lost 1 spot there for Ryan. The Jeremy Zarfos, as well as Nitro Racing, all the sponsors and affiliates there.
Here we go, we're working our way right now, looking on with, who's this right here?
Let's see what happened to him here.
That's about it, okay. Let's see here. Swings it, we're gonna work our way in. Oh! Yeah, I think he locked it up a little bit.
Really nice job there I mean, he hits reverse, but only does it for, yeah, maybe a foot or two, and able to, like you said, just stay out the way there. Uh-oh, it's what is that? You want to start the whole the song game again? It's sad but true. I guess if you're any other driver in the field, but if you're Caitlin Haight fan or the driver of the number 11 itself, front brake rotors aglow as she's now. Look at that gap in the top left of your screen, everybody. 11-second gap, and it's not like last night where we have a driver chasing her down. I mean, it is just continuing to be B2A for the driver of the 11 on the field.
Belt to booty.
B to B. I like it.
B to B, baby. B to B.
Looking like some SVG action here. Looking at also the lap time history between the second and third. Well, it's a little bit closer there. Some cat and mouse there between Gaiman and Kevin Clicks. Looking like Christmas there. Red, green, back to some green again there. 6 and 7, and back to red. For lap number 8, Kevin Click and Ken Baum Jr. still continuing to go at it. Gonna have to keep these tires as well as save some fuel, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't know it was Christmas time.
I guess it's close. You walk
it's
in
Halloween,
Depot, that's
which basically means it's Thanksgiving, which basically means it's Christmas, which
just
basically
round
means
it up.
New Year's. So, chill out. Happy Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's all at the same time.
Now with this 0.5 of a second gap here between Ken Baum Jr. and Kevin Click, remember Ken Baum Jr. is one of those drivers who's continued to march his way up through the field, gaining 1 spot from where he started the race. Justin, I know you say that you really don't have too many laps here around the Charlotte road course, but as we're on board of the virtual driver iCam, how are you making a pass here, or how are you trying to make a pass if you're Ken Baum Jr.?
Hang on to it. Don't lose it. I mean, that's just a smart thing. Just keep the nose down and don't get too greedy. I mean, race your race and don't put yourself in a position where you got to make a dumb decision.
I was not expecting the answer, but it's honestly, I gotta revamp the way that I'm thinking here about some road course racing, because I really like the way that you're thinking about it. Instead of trying to force Kevin Click into a mental mistake, possibly. It's really, and I think Ken Baum Jr., he's kind of doing what you said there for the Turn 2 Terribles Toyota Camry driver. He's just kind of keeping it clean, green machine, keeping his nose clean, staying right in that rearview mirror of Kevin Click, trying to get that final driver interview spot down.
Yeah, I mean, you ain't got to press it too hard. Don't. You got to be there at the end. You can't. What's the old classic iRacing saying? You can't win on the first lap. And if you try to win on the first lap, well, that's your own fault. So making sure you're there when it counts is the big thing. And you can't be there when it counts if you're in the pits getting towed. That all makes sense.
If you're just now joining us here, we'll take a look at, I know that you mentioned there from the start of the race. Well, let's take a look at the start of the race. It was don't know if you called it clean, calm, and cordial, but as far as no spins go, it was relatively well. Here's Ken Bond Jr. making his way through it. There's Caitlin Hates leading the pack there through 1, 2, down the hill 3, back and through at the 4, 5, and 6, and newly redesigned 7, 8. It was really a nice, calm start there. The top 5 drivers kept their starting positions. There you saw, what was we'll have to get Billy the Bob forklift driver here with us real quick. Susie almost loses it, nosedives it, but saves it, locks it down twice.
Once, twice, thrice, doing what he's got to do. It is Joshua Susie. And you remember, he started to race off. He got through the first little, tidbit over pretty good, and then it all kind of went crazy there for a second, but he saved it. Let's give him a hand there for that one.
I believe we have a couple other drivers who, since we were looking at a couple replays here, here's the 35 of Chad Engel. I think it was shown around 10th or 11th when this incident happened, drops him back down to 12th. Oh my God, that tire barrier just grabbed the front nose off of that Camaro and ate it. I've never seen anything like that, Justin. Well, what in the name?
Somebody tell Donatello he's got a pizza on the way. It'll be there shortly. Don't start eating everything.
I'm saying. Oh,
it would be greatly appreciated.
Now we're keeping.
Oh, here comes Brother Bob again.
Yeah, we're keeping him busy tonight. Look at this thing, just that front of the Nitro Racing offset machine there. Never seen that before, and it just noses him down into the outside. That's not even safer. Look out! That's a concrete barrier there. Matthew Fitz has also had a bit of a spin into the blind 7 and 8. Hang on to her, Matthew. Oh, this is gonna be in the horseshoe or the hairpin. Excuse me.
Is that a bad one?
It's a tough one. I'll tell you that much. Oh, it
could have been worse. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, I don't know why SDK was letting me know that was a crash there. Apologies, Matthew Fitz. He's keeping things clean. Oh, Jimmy Barr. I'm not sure if he's he's going to let Kyler McCarthy go down the inside. Maybe just a little bit of a, hey, Kyler, I know you're faster there. How about Kyler tonight, ladies and gentlemen? Oh, he gets the Stam Studio Network, the Sean and Tater curse. You have to get the time back, but man, the 24 after starting from pit lane already back up to P8. This is, for Pirate McCarthy, one eye tonight. He's keeping things moving, grooving. Yarg.
I just think of the movie Dodgeball. When they finally win the tournament, and he's like, "Who am I supposed to share this chest with?" And he just opens up the thing, and the guy's like, "Yarg." Just Pirate Steve. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that movie.
Oh, I forgot about the old Dodge a wrench, Dodge a ball, but you're bringing it back. I don't know how.
Dodge a wrench and Dodge a ball.
How about the old, you see us in terms of new news, did you see Spaceballs 2? Make another movie there. That'll be fun to watch. I know we've had an 80s conversation before, but man, that's one I can't wait for.
I've actually never seen Spaceballs.
Oh, Justin, I'm about to.
Sorry, folks.
Boo, but no, you're actually.
I'm sorry, but I don't yell at you.
It's definitely it's an interesting one there, but man, Jimmy Barr, it's an interesting kind of roller coaster. The number 12 Ford Mustang at turn 2 Terribles driver is on tonight. He started up there in 6th, but dropped back to P10. I don't really see too much damage on the number 12, but like you said, Justin, just keeping things cool, clean, calm, and steady.
Keeping it moving, baby. Keeping it moving. That's all you gotta do. Just keep this thing moving. Like I said, what's the old classic iRacing saying? You can't win on the first lap. Well, if you're there at the end, you got a chance. All it takes is somebody maybe hitting some. I know it ain't possible in iRacing, but hitting some oil or something like that. All it takes somebody hit a bad corner, hit a turtle, hit a bus stop, and it'll mess them all up. And all you gotta do is just be there.
No, you mentioned hitting oil, but I think kind of same sort of outcome there. But it just takes one tiny little bit of a miss. I was gonna say miscalculation or just a slight distraction. Whether you got a doggy or you got a cat you haven't fed yet. I mean, it takes a lot to win one of these road course races in one of these NASCAR machines. Whether it's the next gen A class, the B class for the Xfinity, which it's going to start to be known as the O'Reilly B class, and that's gonna bite me a few times. I don't know about you, Justin, but also the truck series as well. Road course racing, it's fun at these NASCAR machines, but it's a physical game as much as it is mental.
O'Reilly's. Might as well just go ahead and get used to it. It's kind of.
Are they going to have to start singing that like the Xfinity 10G every time they shout them out? The drivers?
Yeah, this car was fast as O'Reilly Auto Parts. Every single time.
Oh, that'll be. I can picture it now. That'll be great.
It's gonna be.
It'll be great, like Caitlin Haight is here tonight from the road course. Remember, she finished P2 from Watkins Glen. Susie took away the race win from our last road course race. And what about Ken Baum Jr., who finished P3 last road course? So he's sitting P4 right now as we have a change for position. It's some side-by-side into that tight hairpin section. It's Jimmy Barr, it's Ryan Broderick going at it here. 9th and 10th position up on the table. Jimmy Barr making it happen.
How about Jimmy them turning two terribles making the deal happen? It's crazy how much this track, you wouldn't think there'd be a lot of passing zones. It's all about qualifying here. But, man, this track, once you kind of, where your car really works, you can kind of have a good rhythm of where you can pass and where you can't pass. And learning those spots is kind of a good key in where you can make some ground up here tonight.
All right, we got Michael Zuver joining us down there. Oh, I did not mean to cut away from that battle. Apologies there, but we got Michael Zuver joining us down there live in YouTube land. And oh, that is right. I kind of heard a little bit about that, but Michael, hopefully I'll be seeing you back there on the racetrack soon. That was really fun there, getting to run one of those official races with you, as well as a lot of fun to broadcast for you. As well as have you up there in the live driver cameras. Hopefully we'll get some more broadcasts or some more leagues here going here hopefully soon. I know it would have been fun to watch you tackle on the left and rights here tonight. How about Matthew Fitz? He's gained 3 spots since the drop of the green here, Justin. He's continuing to march his way to the front of the pack, albeit 19 and a half seconds down from David Smeel Jr.
Yeah, but that's just time. I'm just kidding. Nah, I think he's got a lot of work to do, but if somebody can do it, it's definitely Fitz. I mean, needs a good run here after last week's kind of, heroics there late in the run. So Fitz looking for a good run here tonight. That's for sure.
Game, and I'm continuing to keep an eyeball on here, ladies and gentlemen. His fast lap was a 122.790. That is freaky fast for this purple people eater, number 33. He's got Kevin Click right there behind him. This is a very nice battle that has started to really heat up from about 2.5 seconds back for Kevin Click. If we look at his fastest lap, although it is slower than Joshua Gaiman's, it's still. He's fast enough on this longer sort of run. These average laps are really starting to come together here for the driver of the 25 Ford Mustang Dark Horse Turn 2 Terribles machine. Joshua Gaiman, although he's looking to play some kind of, it's just like I said earlier, it's physical and mental games here tonight that are to be played. You kind of start to take away Kevin Click's line as we have another really nice battle here. It's starting. Oh, I think Jeremy Zarfos just got the spot by from Fitz.
Yeah, just swung by him just a little bit.
Talk about passing
locked
zones.
in right there. Ew. It's washed way up the racetrack right there.
Remember, didn't we see, wasn't that Gaiman? maybe I think the name's slipping my mind there, but somebody there off of NASCAR Oval Turn 2, it was like lap 1 or 2 of the race. They spun down there, almost nosed down the inside wall last night, ended up saving it.
Nah, just but a flesh wound. Dude, I don't know why I've heard that so much and I started saying it now. I think that's the funniest thing.
Reminds me of the "Tis But a Scratch" from was that Princess Bride? Whatever movie that one was. That's a good one. I'm not even too big into the old movies, but I am big into strategy. Jimmy Barr, the Jeremy Zarfus photography. Look at that. I'm connecting everything back together. The number 12, turn 2 terribles. Justin, we're going to see some tires as he comes to you down there on pit lane.
Here we go. 2 tires going on right now as I got Kenny up there on the pit sign. Here comes. Left side's going to go on here for Jimmy Barr. Out he goes. Going to get it clean off through here. Good stop there for that 12 machine. Makes the hard left-hand turn there.
Now with 100% fuel, it's a little earlier on the strategy stop here, but I'm curious to see if Jimmy Barr, now making this pit stop, if he does have enough Sunoco fuel to make this 28 laps left in the race. It's a long way to go, and we got some time to get there. Driver's going to continue to do what they say can't be done as Joshua Gaiman and Kevin Click continue to put on a show for the race fans here. Battle for P2 is still up for grabs.
P2 coming into the picture here. Joshua Gaiman, Kevin Click is. How about Caitlin, man? She has opened up a massive gap.
That McLaren MasterCard Velo. There's so many sponsors and you start to name just every single one on the car there. But man, Caitlin Hates, how about it? You flash the graphic up there on the bottom of the screen. Yep, I think I'm getting some deja vu there from last night. We're going to start to see a driver possibly lead just about, if not every single lap. We will have that, we will definitely have a pit stop here tonight. So things will start to cycle through, but it continues to be Caitlin 8. Like you said, Justin, I mean, Max Verstappen, Shane Van Gisbergen, call it what you want there. But now with a 20-second gap, and here comes Kevin Click. This might be a little dangerous move there as he's on the inside line. It's side by side as we work up and through the blind section of the track. Newly redesigned turn 7, almost contact between the 25 and the 33. Joshua Gaiman continues to play defense, plays the defensive line here, making our way back and out of the oval. Turn number 2. Don't look now, but Kevin Click, he might have a run here down this long back stretch.
It's over. Crossover. I'm just kidding.
Slide y'all.
Slide y'all. Boy, that's. Why are we kids?
We almost saw a little slide jobby there from the old Chastain on Hamilton. Goodness gracious, on Hamlin. Don't clip that one. And the real life Charlotte Roval race. So as these points continue to battle, as well as they're through 16-17, just like I was about to mention, here comes Kevin Click down the inside. I'll know it's not coming to the checkered flag. 26 laps to go. Kevin Click finally able to find at least some sort of run, makes the pass happen, but Gaiman, don't count him out here just yet.
Here comes Gaiman, going to work his way back to it. Going to have a great run coming off the corner. Going to kind of send Click a little bit high there. Going to set himself up really, really good. Coming into the corner, over the blind man's hill.
I like it.
Should have called it McCarthy Hill. I'm just kidding. Love you, Kyle. Sorry, buddy. I seen my chance that time. I'm sorry. Here we go. Gaiman going to have to try to find a run here.
Look at this speed on the bottom right side of your screen here. I know it's called the Roval, but we're starting to work on that other half of that, the oval. 100 almost 70 miles an hour, starting to break at the 7, get those front brake rotors glowing, cooking a steak on them here, back down to, what was that, about 70, 60 miles an hour, back up and through the gears we go. Kevin Click, he's going to have to start to make something happen here in Suver. We see the YouTube chat there, and that means so much. We appreciate it. once again, hopefully we get to broadcasting here for you once again soon, or at least a league that you're a part of. But it's still Ford Mustang versus Chevrolet Power here tonight from the Charlotte Roval. It's only 0.3 of a second at the line that time by.
Boy, they are racing hard, doing everything they can to try to just get back up here to the front. Everybody going which way they can. Gaiman not going to go away too far right now. He's just kind of keeping Click in his striking distance. Not going to let him get too far out there. And if Click just makes a mistake just a little bit, I mean, you'll be right there to take the spot back. But can't let this gap get opened up way too much.
Start to look at the different racing. I know that's something that we talk about from intermediate and even short track racing. But look, there you see Joshua Gaiman. He runs a wider line coming off of 7, tries to set up the shorter route there going into the hairpin. But Kevin Click able to get back and onto the gas, onto the throttle there just a little bit sooner than Joshua Gaiman. Joshua, if there is some slipstream, if there is some draft available, definitely making it happen there. You can see the front brake rotors glowing from here. If you can't, make sure you hit that's the little gear icon in the top right or bottom right of your screen. Bump this quality broadcast up to 1440p as Click and Gaiman continue to run nose to tail.
And in the words of a good old mid-2000s rap song, turn it all the way, turn up. Sorry for Miss Terry and all of them in the stream. Like, what in the world is he singing about? If you know, you know.
I don't know. I think Miss Terry might have a better idea than I do on that one. I don't know.
I gotta figure out where my dang music went. I switched headsets and now my music's gone.
Yeah, I noticed that, and let me know if down there in YouTube land if the Yamatators audio is a-okay.
Let me know. I had changed headsets.
No, you're all good. I had to balance things there a little on the fly, but I think on the audio meters things are looking a-okay. And on the driving meters, it's Kevin Click with a little bit of a lockup. Here comes Joshua Gaiman. Something that we're going to continue to talk about at that hairpin corner tonight as these tires continue to wear down, except for Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy Barr, who's on a new set. It's going to be harder to drive off that corner of that's 8. As looks like Joshua Gaiman makes the pass happen in 9 and, well, excuse me, that would be 14-15 that time by. As I was saying though, excuse me.
You got it. You got it.
No,
I believe in you.
I don't. The rear tires, they're going to continue to wear to a point where you just can't get to the throttle pedal down there, especially on the most important corner for it to happen. And that's if I would have got it out earlier, it would have been nice timing for it. But Kevin Click, one of our front runners here, the 25. Justin, another driver, is heading to you down there into the pit lane.
Let's take a look, see here who we got coming. Kevin Click, that number 25 hot rod, going to come in for a round of service. The Ford pit stall is going to be his. They come in right side. It's going to go on this hot rod. Kevin says the car's really good right now. Said he would like a little bit more, maybe coming over Dead Man's Hill, but not too much to worry about, says the crew chief. 4 tires stopped, topped off a Sunoco fuel, and he's on his way out.
Excellent pit reporting there from the Yamatator. Keep it up, Justin. Keep it up, Kevin, here tonight, as that was a very nice pit stop, only a 14.93 second stop, about 0.4 of a second slower than about the average what we were seeing last night. He'll keep things moving, grooving. That should really open up this strategy here for the...
Oh!
What I
found the music.
Oh, sorry.
I found the music.
There it is.
It was wide open in my ears.
Oh, yeah, that'll wake you up.
Great song, just was not prepared for full sound in my ear.
Full blast.
Oh.
Caitlin H should be ready for some strategy. Let's check in on all YouTube. Michael Zuver saying, oh, Michael, I don't know if you're still here hanging out with us, but he says it was fun having you. You guys did a great job every single race there. Michael, thank you there so much. Man, I know we get paid there just a little bit there, but it's comments like that that keep us moving it, grooving, working our way through the pack. Speaking of working their way through the pack, it's Gaiman who's into the pits.
So Joshua Gaiman come in, 4 stops going on, 4 fresh tires to come into, and crew chief says he's real loose coming through some of the corners, so they're going to put a round in it just to maybe help it get to rotate a little bit more. 4 tires and Joshua Gaiman's away. Also got David Smell Jr. on pit road after hearing on the radio that machine right now is real tight coming through the chicanes and whatnot. They're going to kind of make an adjustment here. Not sure what. Maybe a little bit of wrinkle fluid, maybe a little bit of adjustment on the flux capacitor. 4 tires and away it goes Smell. Back to you, Sean.
Yeah, I'm down here. I've actually magically transported back down here to victory lane. I got the race leader coming to me. Caitlin Haight is down here off of the racetrack, trying to kind of set up a later run strategy for this pit run call. She's going to make her way down into that the second pit box, as that will serve as the first pit box tonight. She's going to take on that virtual air jack. Right side tires going on that Chevrolet Camaro. Left side tires going up on it as well. Caitlin Haight trying to win this race off of pit lane as Matthew Fitz passes her, gets his lap back for the time being.
So here we go. Everybody working their way around through here. Caitlin Haight still leads us around after stops. Here comes Ken Baum Jr.
Oh, sorry.
8 seconds to gap back. And I don't think has Ken pitted yet?
Let's see on the old Billy Bobby pit stop strategy. Ken Baum. No, he is our driver as well as Jeremy Zarfos, the only 2 drivers who have not to pit just yet.
You
like
try
the
to
long
get this
run?
lead. I think the long run, I don't hate it. In the words of 50 Cent, hate it or love it, the underdogs are on top.
At least for the time being. I know that you mentioned it, Justin, but I was just looking at it on the timing and scorings. That's how fast the Caitlin Haight machine is here from some road course racing, as well as we see her pace on the ovals as well. But of course, looking for some redemption, you could say, after Watkins Glen there a couple races ago, after finishing P2, marched her way through the pack, not quite enough laps to make it back up to the lead when she started. Well, it's redemption time tonight, as that number 11. Well, now has, it was, I believe, a 20-second gap, and it's now going to continue to grow here as, hey, Justin, we got another driver coming to you. This time it's Ken Baum Jr. making his way down in pit lane.
Here comes that 2 machine. Reports are saying that Ken has got it kind of under control, got a good hot rod, maybe a little bit of adjustment with some tire pressure. Here he goes, going to come into the stop, looking for 4 Goodyear tires, top off of Sunoco fuel. This turn 2 terrible Toyota Camry has been really good for him over the radio. Not a whole lot of communication, and I think they'll get this left side on. They'll get him back rolling. Back to you, Sean. Sean, I think we got a report of maybe pitting or speeding on pit road. Cannot confirm or deny. But he sure, in fact, did kill Kenny. Back to you, Sean.
I'm also getting a report that my my microphone has been muted here for the last couple of moments time here, so apologies here for that, but we'll get back to some live racing action. It's Caitlin Haight who's still out up front, Joshua Game and Kevin Click. Apologies there for the muted mic. I'm about to go here. I'm about to go see how many laps that was on for. But we got this battle for P2 starting to heat up once again between Game and Click.
It's on fire. It's on fire right now. The building is on fire. Here we go. Gaiman back out front. But here comes Quick. Quick was able to get around him last time off a great run. Past the stripe. 19 laps to go here at Charlotte. Working our way down through turn number 1. We need to really have a counting class because I don't know none of these turns here. If it's more than 4, I don't know it. We're just going to say that. I mean, being a drag racing guy, I don't know how to turn. When I watch NASCAR, most of the time it's 4 turns. So, what is this contract? I'm just kidding, folks. Hope everybody's doing good. Come over Dead Man's Hill right here. Here comes Quick. He's doing everything he can right now to stay on this back bumper to this 33. Maybe apply a little pressure. Good corner here. Corner here for the 33 machine. 25 going to be right on the back bumper. So they dart their way back onto the Charlotte Super Speed or Motor Speedway corner. 1 and 2 in the corners as they come off of 2 down the back stretch. See the signage there. Let's see About sign 3 or 4, you start really hitting the brakes, going to hit the turtles down there. Oh, what a big bump. Right there for, how about Kevin Quick? They work their way back around through 3 and 4, coming up to the little chicane before the start-finish line.
And Kevin Click, we're going to take an onboard lap with him here this whole lap around Charlotte Motor Speedway. And I mean, take a look. There you see Joshua Gaiman trying to get that front nose planted, just trying to take the shortest route that he can around that last chicane of 16-17. But as we're on board here with Kevin Click, not only start to watch the lap traffic that starts to approach of Matthew Fitz, Joshua Gaiman's rear bumper, who starts to grow up there. Oh, Matthew Fitz goes for a spin, locks it down. There goes Kevin Click. He's able to make his way around it. There's Matthew Fitz as we have a camera on it there. We'll have to take another lap here in just a few moments' time, but right there in front of our second and third place battle, Matthew Fitz there. He's got a little wrinkle on the left front quarter panel, but rocking, rolling, keeping the lap times moving, grooving here tonight. Hey, the last lap was a 124. That's still pretty manageable here. Manageable for Matthew Fitz. English is hard.
Why say lot word when few word do trick?
Something like that.
You know what that's from?
No, you got me there.
That's The Office.
Oh. Gotta catch up.
You
on
never seen The
old-
Office?
No, I mean I've seen episodes here and there, but never
Come on, man.
not binged the mug.
I'm sad. That's a great show. You need to
I know.
catch up with Sean.
It's I like the UK one. No, I'm just kidding. That's a total joke.
I was about to say, you get out of here with that mess. You go on somewhere. Don't make me get your mama in here. Miss Terry, get your son with this nonsense.
Yeah, the alternator in here. Oh boy. All right. Well, I'm down here in the virtual pit lane there. Excuse me. No, I'm not, because I didn't see if Kyler McCarthy took 4 tires or not there. As a matter of fact, here, let's take the replay of it. Justin, I don't think the number 24 took tires.
Did you just take some fuel?
Well, okay, hang on. We got to get all Billy Bob Joe out here tonight, because let's see.
Get him off the dang thing.
Okay, I may take that back, because he did. Kyler McCarthy, I don't know if he was fixing some damage or what there, but he had a 21-second pit stop compared to the fastest drivers we've seen tonight. Put down a 14 and 15-second pit stop, but Justin, I didn't really see any damage on the 24. Let's see. Okay, he definitely did take tires there, so the gas fumes are getting to me tonight, as we only got 16 laps to go. It's Haight with now a 31, count them, 31-second gap. But Gaiman and Click are continuing to run in a 1-second gap of each other.
Right here, they come together. Let's see here.
Oh, big loose.
Big loose. The big loose. Round through turn 1, they come. Quick still just eyeing it up. He's not getting too far back. He's kind of just setting this thing up, not letting him get too far away.
Kind of combat wrestling versus Jeremy Zarfos. Turn 2 terribles tonight here for P2. I know that the race fans down there probably would expect at least 1 or 2 crank it ups by this moment's time, but really this battle for P2, it's continuing to heat up. It's broiling up here in front of our eyeballs. Joshua Gaiman and Kevin Click there, after making their pit stops on lap 23 and 22. Joshua Gaiman with 1 lap newer tires. He's able to get the throttle pedal down there just a little bit earlier than Kevin Click. Although Kevin, I've continued to see. I mean, Justin, I don't know about you, but visually, especially every time we hop on board with him, we'll hop on board with him through 16, 17. Kevin Click is able to rocket his way. I mean, dive it so deep down in there into the braking zones.
Got really sending that baby way off down in there. Here comes Click, gonna look right at it. Make sure don't hit the turtles too hard there. Gaiman able to kind of get away there. There comes Click. Real easy corner. Gaiman kind of loses it right there, a little sideways. Click able to kind of make it a little bit better. Here we come, working back through the kind of double back here. Rotating off the corner and kind of get a good run coming down this long straightaway here. Using every inch of the track right here. Get bottom down there.
Watch the wheel here. It doesn't happen. Okay, I take it back. Man, I was just going to mention real quick, I mean, every single race I've ran, the bumps that are out of 7 and 8 on that infield section damn near ripped the steering wheel out of your hands. Looks like Joshua Gaiman, maybe he's just running there with a little bit less force feedback, is now on board with Joshua Gaiman. Look at Kevin Click continue to get deep into that braking zone, but what do you do as you get deeper into the braking zone? Well, that's right, you compromise the run off of the corner. Looks like Kevin Click, there you see it. He's going to continue to lose the speed out of corner exit as he continues to gain speed on corner entrance. It's cat and mouse, it's back and forth. It's 14 laps to go as the brake rotors continue to glow. Oh, the 33 Joshua Gaiman, it's Hamlin and Chastain. Shades of it here, Kevin Click as well as Gaiman. I don't know if there was contact or not, but it was shades of the 1 and the 11. See Kevin Click. Oh, there definitely was contact there. I don't think he was just trying to make the pass, but got way too deep there into the braking zone. Gonna hop on board at the 25 this time by.
Yeah, that was full Sin Nation right there. Mile back, lobster down.
Oh.
I said, oops. It's a hand of accountability right there. Hand of accountability, Kevin.
That's like what they say out at Cotton Ball Speedway every race weekend. Kind of the driver who knows it was on them, they'll put the hand out the window and tap the top of the car there, letting the field know as well as race control that hey, that was on their fault. Kevin Click opting to give the spot back there, keeps the 25 locks down as he tells Joshua Gaiman, hey, that was my fault. And after doing that, not only is it really gaining the trust and there's another word I'm looking for, but really the respect, there you go, of the other racers and everybody watching online on Stam Studio Network. But I think, Justin, that allows you to really to regroup, rearm, and try to fight back for this battle for P2.
Yeah, I think maybe, and obviously you hope you don't burn your tires up too much, because I mean that thing was, it could have really messed up the tires of both them guys. Just looking at the weather conditions, 81 degrees outside right now, so not too terribly hot. You know, good sandwich weather.
Oh.
What we like to call that.
Monster sandwich?
Don't you bring that back up. Don't you start that. Don't you even go there.
Oh boy, Joshua Gaiman saying don't go there, and don't you bring back Kevin Click back to my rear bumper, because he's continuing to close that gap. Is Kevin Click real quick as he's continuing to close it. Here's another look at the 84 of Ryan back around here through the hairpin. Is it an incident or is SDK? Oh, he hits the turtles a little too hard. Goes for a little spinaroo there. There goes Jeremy Zarfos back down and around.
Yeah, you just back her on down through there. Make sure you don't get anybody else's way. That's anybody else's race, that's for sure.
Now, Justin, also in some news is not Ryan Broderick down there in pit lane. Not only that, but as we cut to the 40-second gap for Caitlin Haight. Are you, as well as anybody down there in live YouTube land, let me know, who is anybody down there going to play some NASCAR 25, or are we just going to keep iRacing rolling?
I think I'll get NASCAR 25 just because,
really?
I mean, me good one in a long time. So, and the hype seems there for me. That's for sure. I want to see. I'm gonna let everybody kind of get it on the 10th. Let them figure out, if it's worth it, and if it is, I'll look into get it.
That's all right. That's well said. I might have to rethink my buying strategy there, because it'll be nice to race some NASCAR with some buddies that don't necessarily have a sim or iRacing. But that's the smart choice there. Just kind of let things play out there.
Now, I don't know if it'll have the soundtrack that Heat 5 had, because that was a banger of a soundtrack. if you've looked up the soundtrack, it's actually not bad. I listened to it one day when I was riding down the road. Listen to it. It's a Spotify playlist, and it's not bad.
I think it might tie the Spotify playlist, but as we
be okay.
oh, yeah. Magic Carpet Ride Part 2 unreleased. We're going to cut to a quick crank it up here tonight. Get your Spotify playlist ready and enjoy these sights and sounds here from these next-gen machines ripping around the Roval. Justin Yaw, the Yamentator, as well as Sean, the Seanentator, will be right back with you up here in the booth.
Info.
Ladies and gentlemen, sim racing fans of all ages, you can crank this puppy down here ever so slightly as Caitlin Haight. She continues to really, although she did pit earlier on in the race, how about this? Oh, Yamentator, Caitlin Haight leading all 37 laps thus far and 9 laps to go in the race. Man, oh man, it's going to be maybe just looking at one of the turtles wrong or maybe a slight glimpse of concentration there for Caitlin Haight to, I don't know. There's just no way I see the 11 losing this one. And she made this one known. She let us know down there in the live driver interviews last time by that she was going to really take away the action here from the Charlotte Roval. She's doing just that.
Yeah, she let us know up front this was her race to lose. And by gosh, she's doing a good job of not losing it right now.
As we take another look at the lap time history between Caitlin Haight and Joshua Gaiman, she is starting to let up here just a little bit, but I mean, that's a best lap time of a 121.38 for Caitlin Haight. Once again, continuing to turn the wick down just a little bit, but now that she's got 8 laps to go in a 42-second gap, you can't falter by any reason. This is a well-deserved gap here. She gets pretty much just gets to crest her way down into the checkered flag. Battle for P2, it's still right here with us, only about a second separating Gaiman and Click.
Yeah, they ain't shaking up. These guys have been going at it since about lap 6. Gaps opened up just a little bit. Just Click throw it in there again here shortly.
Now remember, for that Combat Wrestling Chevrolet Camaro of Joshua Gaiman and the Turn 2 Terribles Ford Dark Horse Mustang of Kevin Click out of the turn there right before that one that they just made their way through a couple laps ago. There was a bit of an incident if you're just now joining us. Here's Kevin Click and Joshua Gaiman. Kevin running in third, Joshua running second at this moment.
It might be an understatement.
I mean, hey, at least he's got the racemanship to give the spot back, though. And like we mentioned earlier, that's going to be pretty hard there in Joshua Gaiman to try to hold him off.
He's doing a dang good job, Gaiman is, of just hitting his marks. He's not letting him kind of get too far away. Doing a real good job of just keeping this thing honest and keeping it fair enough up front.
Similar pit stop strategies for the guys up front. Then looking at the lap time history between these two, Gaiman, Click. I know, like you said, Justin, it's a little bit early for the old to release Mariah Carey, but it's Christmas colored out there, down there in the bottom third of your screen. 35-37, it's Click faster than RP2 runner of Gaiman, but I don't think it's going to be for long as Kevin Click now is back down to just under 5/10 of a second. That is just a half of a second down away from Kevin Click. He's continuing. He's got his fishing rod out here. He's just starting to reel in Joshua Gaiman ever so slowly.
But man, he can try to just get there. Seems to kind of just be the thing. Don't like I said earlier on. Don't let this thing get too far out in front of you. Just keep it in front of you and just try to make. Maybe the other guy will make a mistake and you can just slide right in. But and you got to be there.
Pause on pause. Okay. We'll unpause things back here to Matthew Fitz and Kylan McCarthy going at it. I don't know if Daniel Higgins is watching, but he found some of that pretty funny that you pulled there last night, Justin. How about though Matthew Fitz and Kylan McCarthy? Remember McCarthy? He's not only Pirate McCarthy racing with one eyeball open tonight, but it is, oh God, hang on. I just missed Kevin Click. Passing Joshua Gaiman passing Kevin Click right back. We talked about that earlier in the broadcast, though, Justin. Oh, that's why. Look at Kevin Click. He's going to have to take a whole slow down there as that was way too deep into the braking zone.
That's a full cent and a half right there.
He's going to lick that.
I think that's the key word for here is full send or no send.
Yeah, that's that. Yeah. No. No, in all seriousness, I could definitely get behind that though, because I think you're exactly right. It takes, once again, physical and mental pace here tonight to run consistent, clean laps. Caitlin Hates, her best lap time was a 121.38. Last was a 122.86. To put this into some sort of category, if you don't do much of iRacing yourself, Caitlin Hates is putting down some of the fastest lap times that I've seen from official races, at least the second highest split last race. Hates, how about a 45-second gap? Maybe even might get to that 50-second range. But Joshua Gaiman and Kevin Click, now that's Kevin Click kind of blew the bus that could have got bad. The bus stop last lap by. He's now sitting at 3.3 seconds gap, but might I add in that final driver interview spot.
There we go. Everybody working their way around through here. Working their way around. We've come to 5 laps here. We're on board with Kevin Click here. See him rolling through them gears right there, third. We're just going to stay through third right through here. Don't want to push it too hard. We're going to get right back on the brakes to the bottom. He'll float it up through the middle right here. And then again, using every bit of the track right there coming off the corner.
Waiting for this blind corner right here. You can't see.
It's just a hope and brake corner. Is that what you can call that? The hope and brake corner?
I would say so, and I also find it interesting through the infield section. Kevin Click, he decided to keep it in third gear, then dropping some gears and trying to find a little bit more speed. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of Kevin Click, and it's just a 2.9 second gap there behind Gaiman. Justin, as we now make our way just to 4 laps to go, I know this is a little bit longer than the last night's Bump and Run Cup series, but we still have quite a few drivers up here on the lead lap, the top 6 of them. How about the Jeremy Zarfos photography machine? Are we going to give it to him? Does he get paint scheme of the race once again? That Goodwrench kind of inspired Ford Mustang.
Yeah, I think you got to give it to him.
There you go.
Dude, Zarfos comes in with some heat each and every week. That's for sure.
Man, we got to wait till, or I guess our Darlington already passed, but if the Full Throttle Performance Next Gen Sim Series decides to have us on for another season, it's gonna be really fun to. Matter of fact, if my memory serves me correct, I think Zarfos is continuing to run his Darlington paint scheme, as it's just a quite of a throwback there. Real quick, as we continue to crest our way closer to 3 and 2 and 1 laps to go. Here's Matthew Fitz. I think he's had a little bit of fun slip and slide heading into the bus stop.
Somebody broke out the Dawn's shampoo right there. The Dawn soap. Lubed it up over there. Pause. Boy, them chicanes, like I said, they pop up and bite you right in the butt and they'll knock you down. I'll let you know real quick.
This newer, the newer laser scan track, the 3D rental, not only rumble strips, but as well as those turtles. And there you start to, it does not do this any justice. Again, maybe I just have my force feedback a little too high, but the bumpiness through that infield section. Let's hop on board with Josh. Oh gosh, Joshua Gaiman going to miss the 17th corner there. Have to give back a little bit of a time penalty. That's going to allow Kevin Click to gain just about a whole nother second. And let's continue to hang on board with Joshua Gaiman here. He's making his way through 2, 3, 4, and 5, but continue to watch this. Not only is it elevation change central, but it is also, it's about to be blind corner central and bumpiness central. I think Charlotte Motor Speedway built on a landfill here. That'll keep things bumpy. Watch the steering wheel.
Is it like Lake Lloyd?
Oh, you mug. Almost, yeah. Yeah. Oh, I can't believe it. I did leave the back door open for your pause. And Joshua Gaiman continues to leave the door open, but it's just not close enough for Kevin Click to make a move. Caitlin Haight should be coming to, ladies and gentlemen. Is it the, I believe it will be the race to stop suicide white flag. Caitlin Haight is making her way to just next time by. She's on 2 laps to go right now. Continuing to put drivers down. I mean, she's put down all the way to 3rd position. 1 lap down. This is the Haight pace. It's number 11. Lap after lap after lap. Last lap speed, a 122.95. It's SVG up here out front almost.
Yeah, wearing them out, that's for sure. Just giving them that old razzle-dazzle Mike Tyson 1-2 up front. Caitlin Haight has led from the absolute get-go of this thing, that's for sure. She's taking the boys to school.
She said it would happen. It's continued to happen. Oh, as we have a pass for position. Here is number 69 as well as 24. It's Matthew Fitz. It's Kyler McCarthy. It's back and forth. Fitz got the pass from the Pirate McCarthy here tonight, but gave the spot back. Not sure if he just blew that backstretch chicane and has to give that speed penalty. Here is the here's Matthew Fitz's pass as we are now on the lead. Yeah, that's how Matthew Fitz made it happen. Blew the backstretch chicane, has to give the time back, as now we are the last lap of the race.
We go, white flag in the air. They're going to work their way around through here. Caitlin's just going to baby this thing around through. She's got a 48-second lead.
Yeah.
She's not going to push it too terribly hard. Has led 45 laps, and I mean every single one of them.
Where
Just
did
a good old-fashioned beatdown. That's what this one was.
Man, I lost my notes, but I guess I don't need them anymore because Caitlin Haight, she's going to round out here out of Oval Turn 2, make her way through the bus stop for the final time tonight, and with a 49.2 second gap, well, she could crawl this way back down here to the stripe. It's number 11. How about, I mean, every single road course she's been up in that final drive, or excuse me, one of the driver interview spots, even on the ovals. Caitlin Haight, she's got some speed, she's got the pace, but it's back to left and right here at the Charlotte Roval. It's Caitlin Haight, number 11, back to victory lane.
How about that 11 machine? She was on it from the get-go. Just gonna park that baby in victory lane.
Battle for P2. It's only 0.3 of a second here, Justin. It's Joshua Game and it's Kevin Click. Remember, we've continued to see this battle between these drivers, cat and mouse. It's going to be the second to final chance here for Joshua Gaiman to continue to hold off Kevin Click. Well, now it's only one more chance for Kevin Click to make a move. In 16 and 17, it's shades of the 11 and 1. One more time. Final chance here tonight for Click to get P2. He's a little bit back there. Not close enough to make second place action, but he'll take P3 tonight. Final driver interview. Man, talk about the pace from Caitlin Haight. The final driver on the lead lap goes to Kevin Click, P3.
What a race between those two guys. I mean, most of this race, they were putting it on for everybody.
David Smeal Jr., Ken Baum Jr., Jeremy Zarfos, Kyler McCarthy, Matthew Fitz, Jimmy Barr, and Ryan Broderick, I believe, will round out our unofficial top 10 results. Stick with us here, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get you those unofficial race results as well as the top 3 driver interviews of the race. What a race here for Caitlin Haight. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's the 11 to victory lane as now we finally have it. Let's take a quick look at these race results and we'll be able to see the driver of the 11 burn it down. Caitlin Haight, just mentioning their winner of the race, Joshua Gaiman taking P2, Kevin Click, David Smeal Jr., Ken Baum Jr., the top 5 finishing where they started this race. 6th place, Jeremy Zarfos as he gains a spot, so does McCarthy, Matthew Fitz, Jimmy Barr, Ryan Broderick, Joshua Susi, Chad Engel, and Andrew May. Our last road course race of the season. This is continuing to, it's another road course race continuing to keep us on our heels. It's Caitlin Haight down to victory lane. We'll let her burn it down, and we'll get with those top 3 driver interviews in just a few moments' time. Thanks, everybody.
God damn.
Welcome in, drivers, to the virtual driver broadcast booth. I'm down here live in virtual victory lane with Caitlin Haight, driver of the 11. You got yourself a copy?
Yeah, I got ya.
Alrighty, you warned us. You let us know this would happen. I didn't. I was expecting a warning in a B2A, but not a. I mean, what was that? A 50-second gap at the line. Caitlin, how are you doing? And more importantly, how did you get this race win here tonight?
Well, I did leave out the part last week because I wasn't sure if it was going to happen. I wanted to say that I'm going to lead every lap.
It happened.
I didn't want to be, like, over ambitious, but I don't know. The moment I started to turn a lap here, it's like, oh, okay, this is really different. And then the more I did it and comparing myself to, like, what was going on with official races, it's like, okay, I can probably back up what I'm gonna say, but no, tonight it was just really, I don't know, I hate to say it, I just sort of took it easy, only made one mistake, and just went from there.
Well, that's a great kind of segue into the next point there, Caitlin, because kind of that's sometimes how you have to make some pace here on road courses in these NASCAR Next Gen machines. But my goodness, a 121.3, your fastest lap of the section. Session, you also talk about the newer kind of revamped, rescanned, and kind of reconfigured track. How many kind of laps did that take you to get down in practice, and as well as I think that kind of may have been one of the biggest differences makers tonight?
The biggest thing was just sort of learning what the line was through that new section, and then avoiding the bumps sort of as best you can. There's no way to there's no way to actually avoid them. It's just what's the fastest way you can get through them and then actually get traction again. But my entire front end just lacked grip all night, which I don't know. I still had fun with it.
Well said, Caitlin. That's pretty consistent to what we were hearing from some real-life Sunday racing. But before we let you get going, first of all, thank you for taking the time out of your night to join us up here for a quick interview. And Caitlin, is there anybody who kind of makes it happen for you here, race after race?
I want to give a big shout out to all the guys at Nitro Setups and passing back and forth all the info that we normally do throughout the week and then through the race itself. Admins in the booth for putting up with everyone's chicanery each week in and out, and you guys for putting on the broadcast, stepping up, and all the fans coming in to root on their favorite drivers and the broadcast itself. And Shane Van Ginsbergen can eat his heart out.
Oh, I love it there, Caitlin. That means a lot, especially that last comment there. That's oh, I can't wait to see that one start to heat up and broil on the track. But anyways, congratulations on another race win, and get this, leading every single lap here tonight. It's Caitlin Haight to victory lane. Congratulations, Caitlin.
Thank you.
All right, I believe Joshua Gaiman has caught up with the one, the only Yamentator down there in virtual victory lane.
Josh, you got a copy, my friend?
Yeah, I got you.
Man, how about a battle between you and Quick? Back and forth, up and down. I mean, it was lap after lap, all race long.
Yeah, that was just crazy. I mean, I don't know if I had the speed or the consistency, or if he did. We were both kind of, forwards and backwards all night on each other, and just kind of couldn't figure out who was faster really the whole time. And he'd catch me, and I'd pull away a little bit, but he kept me honest the whole race. We tangled a little bit, but it was just one of those things that corner just kind of, it catches you off, and you lock it up every once in a while, and he let me gather it back up, and then we kept battling like we were before.
Yeah, y'all boys put on a show back and forth. Do you think you really had anything for that love machine? I mean, she was gone at quick, fast, in a heartbeat. Do you think you really could have done anything different tonight to maybe have a chance, or?
They could have let me run the Garage 56 car, and that'd probably do it. If I had about 150 more horsepower and about 1,000 more pounds of downforce, I'd maybe I'd keep up.
That's definitely. Well, Josh, if you got anybody you'd like to thank tonight, buddy?
Yeah, I'll shout out the whole Nitro crew. Anybody who's been running with Lady Liberty Motorsports. Shout out to the admins, to you guys for doing the broadcasts, everybody for showing up and watching and rooting everyone on and just having a good time. It's been actually a really, really fun season. And yeah.
Josh, well, we appreciate you each and every week, buddy. And I believe our Mr. Sean has caught up with you. Your doppelganger, whatever you want to call him, Mr. Kevin Quick.
Hey, Kevin, this is Sean up here live in virtual victory lane. You got yourself a copy, man.
Yeah, I got you guys.
Well, you're going to finish where you started this race, but they're out on track. You're putting on a show for the cardboard cutouts and the race fans down there in YouTube land below. They were rooting on you back and forth there between Gaiman and Click. You'll finish P3, but I mean, how about some action 2/10 at the line, I believe. Man, it was a lot of fun to watch here, Kevin. How did you make it happen, and how many laps did you have in practice?
The practice laps I probably had about 8 before tonight, so
wow.
Came into this little cool, so didn't have too much of an idea, but still had some decent lap time, so I knew that I was going to be able to compete a little bit there, but I don't think anybody had anything for Caitlin. Just want to shout out Josh. That was a fun race, and like you said, we were kind of going back and forth there. I think there were parts of the track where I was a little bit faster, parts of the track where he was faster. Really a shame that I got into him there, but just was pushing a little too hard right there, and you miss your braking point by about a foot coming into that last chicane, and it's all but over. So wanted to turn left instead of hit him, but I just couldn't get off the brakes, couldn't get a turn in time. So glad that nobody got any damage out of that. We were able to continue on, and blew that the next to last chicane there. It cost me 4 seconds. Gathered it back up. He blew a chicane, and right there at the end, almost had a chance to get him again. But it was ton of fun. Even at this place, it can be a little bit of a chore to get the car around this place, but had a lot of fun tonight.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun to watch you, Kevin and Clint. Congratulations on that top 3 interview spot. And man, speaking of moving on, we got some, I believe, mile-and-a-half action next week out there in Vegas. How are you feeling as we make our way back into the oval portion, and no more road courses on the schedule for the rest of the season?
Yeah, Vegas was a good track for me back in the spring, so looking forward to get back there and see what we can do. A couple tough runs this round of the playoffs, so trying to get back in the right frame of mind and just get after it and see what we can do and make it through to the next round is really all you can do. So that's what we're going to do, and see what we got and go from there.
Thank you so much for spending some time here after the race here with us, Kevin. I know you're probably mentally, physically beat, sweating up a storm. I know where I would be. Is there anybody who you'd like to thank or kind of shout out here for you that allows you to race with us race after race?
Yeah, just like to shout out everybody at Tier 2 Terribles. Thanks for all they do, and shout out to the league. I know they put up with a lot of crap, and they do an awesome job running this place, and would like to say thanks to you guys for coming on the broadcast. You guys do a great job, and appreciate watching it. So,
well, thank you so much, Kevin. We appreciate that. It goes a long way there behind the scenes, and hey, man, you have a great rest of your night.
yep, you too, guys. Thanks.
Thank you. Alrighty, ladies, gentlemen, sim racing fans of all ages, that's going to just about do it for us here tonight. We're going to scroll those unofficial, official race results here on the screen one more time before we get moving, grooving, working our way back home. Caitlin Haight takes the win here tonight after leading every single lap. It's Damon, Click, Smeal Jr., Baum Jr., Zarfos, McCarthy, Fitz, Barr, Broderick, Engel, Susie, and May running on a 13-driver field. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your night, and don't go anywhere. Back here live again in just about 2 hours' time. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you then. Take care. Drive your virtual cars home safe. Fly those virtual flights home safe. Thanks, everybody.